Legend Total War here, and today we've got a rating your Doomstack video covering a Tic-Tac-Toe Doomstack. Now, I wouldn't have expected anybody to send in a Tic-Tac-Toe Doomstack because Tic-Tac-Toe is a terrible commander. All he really does is boost Terradon riders, which are okay in the early game, but they sort of get outdated really quickly. Now, in this army here, he's got quite a lot of Terradon riders, obviously, but these skinks here, they're actually on Stegodons. So, I think he primarily does that for Siege Attacker, and apparently they all have Stalk. Yeah, so if they've all got Stalk, then we can hide them, use the Terradons first to thin them out, and then go into melee or shoot them with the Stegodons. Anyway, we'll have to see how it goes. This is definitely an appropriate enemy to go up against. We're going up about 2 full stacks here of Dark Elves. And the biggest concern would definitely be the Dark Shards. So if we can actually handle the Dark Shards without too much difficulty, then this might actually get a Doomstack status. Let's have a look. Now, this kind of army would only really be viable with playing as Tlaq'to because of the extra special bombs that the Terradon Riders get. So if you were playing as Itza, you wouldn't do this. And it's probably even more specific to Tic-Tac-Toe since he boosts Terradon Riders even further. Let's see how it goes. Alright. Hang on, what battle difficulty is this? Yeah, it's on very hard. Okay. As I see this, I'm like, oh, I gotta check the battle difficulty. Okay. So they're all stalking. We don't need to worry about them. Oh, they've got Vanguard deployment as well. So yeah, just hide them back here. And since there's a majority of melee, majority missile infantry in this, what we want to do first, I think, is use the Fire Leech Bowlers. He's also got some Sacred ones. So they've got a lot of extra ammo. And more hit points. Alright, cool. Oh, hang on. No. Keep them back over there. Tic-Tac-Toe will hang out over here. Alright, and we'll see how they go. So I probably don't want to get in too close to begin with, just because of all of their Dark Shards. I'm going to control group and turn them off fire at will. We've got Morathi chasing after us, but if we can lure Morathi away... Yeah, stop firing there. If we can lure Morathi away, then maybe these ones can sort her out instead, because they're better against single entities. Fire Leech Bowlers are anti-infantry. Okay, they can go back on fire at will. Okay, so far no casualties, but this one is taking a bit of damage. Tic-Tac-Toe seems to be losing against Morathi. That's not really a surprise. Tic-Tac-Toe is a piece of shit. He's doing okay. It's just the Morathi regenerates. Gotta keep that in mind. With the added Manticore in there, that's not gonna work out so well. Alright, might be a good idea to drop some bombs over here. Nice big cluster. Let's go, go, go. Nice. Yeah, Tic-Tac-Toe as a lord is a piece of shit. Also, these heroes here are pompous, so their leadership's not very good. Definitely don't want to land to take out the Reaper Bolt Thrower. So best off just trying to shoot it. Okay, Morathi's almost gone. I think it's largely just due to being shot. My groups have been mixed up now, which isn't ideal, but not that big of a deal. Okay, let's see. No, they're still fine. Keep them out of it just for now. Like I said, we want to focus on skirmishing first. And then we'll see how we go. Funny thing is, this army would actually be really good against the Dark Elf army that was full of monsters. Like, it was full of dragons and hydras and Charybdis and stuff. This would be way better. It's because it's the Dark Shards that are the biggest concern. Okay, good opportunity here for some bombings. Crap, Malekith has stopped us from being able to do it. Missed a really good opportunity there. Because, yeah, Malekith is here as well. Just keep moving so they don't shoot properly. Alright, here we go. Come on, over here, over here, over here. Look at this big blob over here. Ah, oh, god damn it, Malekith. God damn it. Keeps delaying my abilities. So yeah, very difficult army for this one to deal with. But you know, we're doing some damage. Alright, come on. Oh, gotta get out of there. I gotta reorganize it to those that do have it and those that don't. The bombs ability. God, every time I'm about to drop the bombs, they don't let me. And of course, taking out Malekith probably won't do anything because his abilities tend to persist even after he's been routed or killed. Alright. Let's grab a bunch of them. And see about dropping some bombs, hopefully before Malekith shows up. To delay us even further. Bounce of power is looking good. Cool. Once they've dropped a few bombs, it's tricky to know which ones have it and which ones don't. But it's not essential that we check just yet. Okay, Murderous Prowess. Probably want to stay away from them during this. So let's everyone get back over here. They can stay here in in a choke point, and I'll put them on fire at will. Anyone that chases after us, that should be fine now. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to create a new control group for those that have used up their bombs. Okay, so everything in control group 4, they've used up their bombs. Okay, cool. This is actually a battle where control groups are quite useful. Okay, now we're using the Skink Chiefs to take out Marathi. Still want to kind of wait until the Murderous Prowess is over. Alright, you should be able to deal with that now. Alright, let's go drop some more bombs. Yeah, don't go chasing after it. There's Malekith down there. Ah, delayed us again. Yeah, he's a real pain for this army. Like I said, even if we tried to snipe him, I know that due to the persistent bug of abilities still being active after Lord's dying, it's probably still going to keep activating. I guess one of the good things about this force is that it's really quite hard for them to hit us. Okay, there we go. Just let them do their own thing there. I gotta admit, this doesn't feel that Doomstacky. Like, it's good. It's good. I'm liking this. I don't know if it's, like, Doomstack worthy. Let's just see. This is pretty micro-intensive. It's not that much of a problem, but ease of use is definitely better than something that's difficult. Like, if it's going to be difficult to use, it should be really powerful. And, you know, we're certainly taking a lot of damage. Okay, Marathi's almost gone. Not good using Fire Leech bowlers on it, but we're not really getting the choice. Okay, yeah, shoot Malekith there. Okay, there's not too many missile units over here, so let's bring our guys over here to support the Stegodons, which are about to come under attack. And if they can keep chasing after him, that's great. Let's go drop some bombs over here. You just get out of there. Okay, be good if they get rid of Malekith. I think Marathi's still on the battlefield. Yeah, she is. Gotta find somebody with some abilities so I can drop some bombs on these guys. Here's one. Check for that Manticore. Alright, we've cleared out that area for the most part. We're certainly taking some damage. Yeah, my armies are in a complete mess now. There's only a couple of units that even have bombs left. They're both over here. Just keep moving bombs, because they have to turn around to shoot us. So just want to make it as difficult for them to hit us as possible, because they outrange us. Just standing in front of them and shooting is a bad idea. Okay, I think that Malekith has left the battlefield too, so we can send Tiktaq'to in to harass them as well. So yeah, really just keep moving over them. Bouncer power's looking okay. So, they're doing just fine, but of course we've kept them out of it for the most part. I think putting Stalk on them was a really good decision. Oh, that's right, they get that in their skill tree, don't they? Keep moving. Getting shot here and there. Too bad we don't have a life wizard here to heal them. Okay, I think at this point here, if we want to keep the integrity of the army, we really need these guys to back off and just let the Stegodons do it from here, because they're just too badly damaged. Like, these guys here can handle it from this point. Because, yeah, we just can't outrange their units, and even though they're not doing that much damage to us, we're too badly damaged to continue the fight. With them, at least. Still had a couple of bombs to drop, but I just couldn't get a good opportunity to use it, I think. Alright, charge in. Because you really don't want to be getting shot by dark shards. Yeah, they're coming after us. Okay, that's not too much for us to deal with, so that shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, here's the thing. The Stegodons are just so much stronger than Terradon riders. Even though they're more expensive. I mean, they did well for their, like, cost, but... And those Stegans are just so much better. Alright, so we got some items on all of them as well. Yeah, see, look, Malekith's abilities are still active on them, even though he's left the battlefield. Alright, you can go into melee with this now. And no, that's not the army losses just yet. Really gotta prioritize taking out the Dark Shards. The armor-piercing missiles, the biggest thing that the Dark Elves... Sorry, the Lizmen have to worry about. Okay, I think there's the army losses. Okay, so we took a lot of damage, but some of them didn't take that many casualties. This is why I wanted to pull them out of the fight. At that point that I did, because... if they stayed in the fight, they were going to actually start taking loads more casualties. So yeah, we're not as damaged as it looked like. Well, you know, they got good kills, for sure. They got more kills than the Stegadons, but that's of course because we prioritized using them. The Fire Leech Bowlers did really well here because of all the infantry, that was to be expected. Malekith was a very tough one to deal with. He really limited our ability to bomb them. So this was definitely a difficult enemy to go up against. So there's, like, if you were going up against like a full army of vampire counts and they had no flying units, this would be very good. And I suppose, given Tlaq'to's position, you don't really have to fight that many Dark Elves early on. It'd be pretty good against Tomb Kings. It'd be okay against the Bretonnians, I guess. So, for the area that you fight in, this could be quite good. Then it's pretty easy to get back casualties after battles because of our low numbers of troops in the first place. Alright, so let's have a quick look at some of the things here. Alright, so Eye in the Heavens reduces the upkeep cost of Terradon Riders, gives us melee attack when in foreign territory. Okay, that's fine. Because that'd work for the melee attack plus 10 when in foreign territory. That'd work for the Stegadons as well. Yeah, this is a difficult one to rate because, like, it's good, but it just doesn't feel like a Doomstack. So, 5,342. What other armies do you have? I just want to compare it to them. So yeah, it's way cheaper than this one here, and that's got Croak in it. So a Stegadon here costs 468, whereas these cost 60. You're not playing on very hard battle campaign difficulty either. Here, let me have a look at this. Yeah, so if I put this up to very hard, I'm gonna do it. I love doing this. Everybody loves it. Now it only applies as of next turn, but watch the difference in upkeep cost. Problem here is that our army will get wrecked. Let me just do this. He doesn't need to save file back, so it's okay. Do you have that right? I just want to get him out of here. No, I don't. Don't have access to it. Because Malekith might chase after him over that turn. Fall back to here. And just have to hope that they don't chase after us. And let's just have a look at the upkeep cost, how much it goes up by. So it's currently 5342. There's a huge difference between hard and very hard late game economy. But yeah, he's not expecting to save far back, so that's fine. So in terms of rating it, I mean, I think in the early game, it's fine. Ah, good. Good. Yeah, it'd be fine for early game, but late campaign, I think the like it depends on the difficulty that you're playing on. I really want to bump it up to very hard because I want to see the upkeep difference between that army, the one that we just used, and the Stegadon Doomstack. You know, at this point in the campaign. Looks like we'll get through this turn without any battles. That's good. So we've had no battles. This means our economy should not be changing unless he's got some like massive amounts of economy buildings being constructed that are going to finish this turn, which I doubt because the Lizardmen don't make that much money. Like they're okay. They're not like the poorest race in the game. Yeah, look at the difference. So this army went up to 12,000 upkeep costs, so 312. I think it's important to keep note of that. So yeah, if you're playing on lower difficulties, the reduced 50% upkeep cost, that is way more effective on those ones. Like, look how much the army increased. That army upkeep increase has completely negated Tic-Tac-Toe's ability here, but comparatively speaking. So let's have a look at the other army though. So it costs 12,000 compared to that one's doubled in price. So this one here is more than doubled in price. Alright. It was good. I don't think it's the best army ever. It's okay in sieges, because you've got the siege attackers here. These are okay. It's a bit micro-intensive, but it's not... I'm gonna barely give it Doomstack status, okay? This is probably one of the best Tic-Tac-Toe armies that I've seen. Like, if you're going to build Tic-Tac-Toe, then I guess this is probably one of the best ones that you could go for. But at the end of the day, if you want like a really, really strong army that, you know, you're probably still better off with Lifeslan and then just being able to heal them, you know, in all the battles that you fight. So just be able to handle so much more than this army. But I'd suppose in the early game it should be okay. And if you're playing on lower difficulties, also okay. But if you're playing on very hard or legendary, I wouldn't be using this in the late campaign at all. I'd be switching to Stegadons, but that's up to you. You do whatever you want. But yeah, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 because there's nowhere near as good as a Lifeslan Doomstack. But it's like, it is a little bit more cost effective, and it's, you know, if you want to change up your armies a little bit, I guess that's okay because it's not that inconvenient to recruit. It is cheaper. He does give them some special abilities, not so bad. Anyway, yeah, 7 out of 10. We'll leave it at that. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. I appreciate you. Let me know what you think of this Doomstack, whether you think I'm being fair or unfair on it, whether you think it should be, you know, higher or lower rated. And I'll see you next time, fuckers. Appreciate you. Bye.